The next topic in this training is lighting control. We will show three simple scenarios. The first scenario is that we'll use a push button to turn on and turn off a light. The second example will be that a push button will be pushed, a light will be dimmed. The third example will be that we will create a light scene. In the light scene, one push button controls all the lights and it sets if the lights are on or off. It changes their intensity or color. Go, for example, to DO4, choose digital output, zone, living room, category, lighting, device type, light, change the name to switch light. For the dim light, we will use the model for dim. Search for dim 4. Go to universal output 1, function, dimmer, zone, living room, category, lighting. The name can stay as it is, and press save. Use the magnifier glass to search for the 12 LED/OC model. You can scroll down. You can activate RGBW. Define which output is which color. Zone, living room, category, lighting. The name can stay as it is. Okay, let's save it. So when I go in the left panel to the category lighting, I can see that I have a switch light, a dim light, and the RGBW light. Now we need to assign the push buttons into the right zone and category. In the magnifier glass, I search for push button. Now we can show how to use multi-select. Click select, click push button 3, push button 4, and push button 5. And you can see in the top right corner, a new button has appeared. Click it and go to service settings and fill in the zone and the category. I'll change the names of the buttons. You can do that in the service settings or in the detail screen on the bottom. Push button 3 should be switch light. Push button 4 should be dimmed light. Push button 5 should be light scene. Okay, so the first step is that I go to the switch light relay output, add a new smart rule, push buttons event. Control buttons, add button, and choose the switch light button. Action on short press, click anywhere in the row and choose action toggle. In the right top corner, click done, and in the next screen again, click done. When I press the button, the light turns on. When I press it again, the light turns off. Now we will try the second example. I will go to add new smart rule. I will click here. I will go to push button dimming. After that, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find control buttons and add a new button. I will find a living room dim light. I will press on that and I will press done. And of course, save. Now it's time to test the dim light. I will go here to the living room icon, dim light. I will actually do a long press here. And if I press it long, let's see what happens. As you can see, for this example, I stopped at 88%. Now, if I do a short click, it will go down to 0. This smart rule has some settings. I will just briefly explain them. When I hold the button, the setting defines how quickly does the light change the intensity. The next part deals with the problem that some light bulbs have difficulties to be dimmed to a very low intensity. With this setting, you can say that the light is being dimmed all the way till 10% and then it jumps to 0. Basically, this is a software fix for a hardware problem on the side of the lighting manufacturer. The next setting enables us to use short press of the button. We have two options. Either the light jumps to a predefined fixed value, or the system remembers the last manual setting, and with a short press, you return back to the previous value. And this last setting defines how quickly should the light return back to the previous value. These were two simple examples of lighting control. Now we'll do a more complex scenario. This is the light scene example. Similarly, like the thermostat, we need to create a virtual device. Go to Settings, scroll down to Settings, we click on Settings, and we go to Virtual Devices. After that, we add a new device, click on here, and we scroll somewhere in the middle of the screen to Light Scene. We click here, and we go to Zone, click on Zone, Living Room, Category, and Lighting. As you can see here, we have three values: all on, night, and all off. Of course, we can add more, up to 9. And we go and press save. After that, we scroll up, we go to lighting again, we click here. We go to living room, light scene, all on, we click here. And we add a new small rule. We scroll down to light scene, we click on light scene, and we add button. We go to the second one, light scene, we click here, and we do a short press action. And we press next. And then done. Now we're going to the light scene actions. We click on all on, and we add a new action. We click on light dimmer and press done. As you can see here, it's 100%. That means that it's good. And we press done again. We go to add new action after that. And we scroll down to living room and press this one. And again, we press done. And we go to the first here, second. As you can see, this is how the color of the light is going to be. So I'm going to change it to a normal color, preferably yellow. Okay, that looks like normal here. So I'm going to stop here. And then next, I'm going to go to saturation. And as you can see, it's 100%. I'm going to make it less so it looks more natural right here. And then press done. After that, I go to add new action. I scroll down and I go to switch light. I click here and press done. As you can see, it's on. That means that it's good. And I press done. I go back to all on. After that, I'm going to light scene actions. I'm going to press here on the 3 dots. And I'm going to go to duplicate actions. And I will press duplicate. After that, as you can see here, is during the day and during the night, I have the exact same light switches or light controls adjusted to the day and night. And I will press here on the night. And I will change the dimmer. So I'm going to click here and I will bring it down maybe to 50% because it's night. Okay, after that, press done. And then I'm going to go to the second box here, the RGBW1. I'll click here. And that's, of course, the brightness. Of course, again, it's night and I want it to be less bright. So I'm going to move it somewhere around 54%. I'll press done. And the switch light is here. I'll click here. And of course, it's night, so I want it to be off. So I'm just going to click here, off, and then press done. I will go back to night. And as you can see here, everything is off. So I'm going to switch. Actually, I'm going to click here and go to the first one, light dimmer. Again, I'll bring it all the way to 0 because it's night. And I will press done. I'll go to the second box here, RGBW1. I'll click here. And I will bring this again to 0. The brightness, of course, I don't need it. Click done. And the last one, the switch light, I will click here. And I will click it off. After that, we press done. Go back to all off. Click here. And press save. Now it's time to test the light scene. I will find here a living room and I will press on the top and I'll click once. As you can see, it has moved to night. If I click again, we click on the top, it goes to all off. And if I click again, oh, actually here we have the switch light off, the light dimmer, and the RGBW1 is off. And if I click again on the top, it will go back to all on. As you can see, everything is on here.